Hey, shout out my brother Gerard, man. Listen, man, may the Lord allow you to rise again, brother. But we gonna see you in the clouds. Brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by brick. We steady fishing, bridge dipping, sliding through the city, about to hit the district. We on a mission, complete the mission. Cause all you was right, 16th the mission. Holding down tradition, hell like conditions. To serve the Lord people, they need a physician. Fuck the opposition, they lie like politicians. Cause all it took was bread and a few fishes. Serve the Lord intentions, shout out the fourth dimension. I just pray you look it down, we need an exemption. Part of my disposition, follow my intuition. Cause they lack vision, them niggas staunch Christian. Brick by brick, yeah. We gon' build this house brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by brick, brick by brick. Yeah, we gon' build this house brick by.
So, first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, shalom. Peace on the 5,000 Castor. We out here in San Francisco, the Juneteenth celebration. I'm here with my brother,
D Minor.
Okay, we gonna get straight to it. We see what's going on in the news right now. We had a beautiful event. You seeing black people come together. Do you think that integration helped us, or you think if the Fillmore would have stayed separated, you think if black businesses would have stayed separated, you think that would have benefited us more or hurt us more?
I think at the end of the day, I think that we've always been self-reliant. We are resilient people, tenacity. And so I think integration, you know, this goes back to the 70s, late 60s when Jim Jones got here. Right. And that was a major problem. You bring up something like that in, it definitely caused a lot of destruction, tongue twisted, but it caused a lot of havoc. So you notice that when that happened, the whole thing in Guyana happened, that's when gentrification started in San Francisco in the Fillmore area. So and unfortunately we've been going downhill ever since then. So I think that kind of kick-started it in 1978.
Okay, that's an excellent answer, brother. What you're saying is heavy. That kind of segues into the next two main topics in the news currently. We got the case with Rick Chow, Cyrus Belton in South Carolina. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think that was justified, or what do you think?
Man, yeah, you know what? It's a trip because it's like we getting killed and then we getting incarcerated, not by our own peers. So unfortunately, we catching it both ways. We supposed to get that civil right. We still second-class citizens, unfortunately. So at this point, what it needs to be is we need to just go back to just doing our own thing. We need to go back to North Tulsa. We need to go back to those philosophies. Keeping the business, keeping that dollar inside of our own community. We need to police our own communities when it comes down to it. Because at the end of the day, if I'm doing something wrong, it's going to be up to a brother like himself to put me in check, to give me that blessing. Whether it's a spiritual or a physical one. But I know it's coming from love. So we need to police our own self. But yeah, but all that was going on, that wasn't just, man, that was messed up. Terrible.
Recently, there was a court case with the brother named Carmelo Anthony, and he actually he killed a white boy whose name was Austin Metcalf at a high school track meet. And a lot of times, this is a case that's divided a lot of people recently. Like some people are saying that he murdered him. Some people are saying that it was self-defense.
I remember that.
Yeah, so recently he was just sentenced to 35 years in prison for capital murder. Do you think that's something that we should be divided on, or is it just a case of racial discrimination, a black man or a black boy being treated like an adult when he was trying to defend himself? You think it's racial? Okay, you think if he was a white person, it probably wouldn't have been as bad?
No,
How do you feel about him getting 35 years?
I'm not with that.
No?
Let me tell you why I love the ladies so much. Watch this, y'all.
It's right. I think most people in our community will agree with self-defense, whereas a lot of people outside of it would say that he's a murderer. But it's like, you ask me, it's like you got 4 against 1, and you put your hands on a brother. Like, what
He gonna do what he gotta do.
He gonna do what he gotta do. I appreciate that. Okay. Another question about the racial divide. Another separate case with a brother named Belton. Do you know first name?
Yeah.
Belton with Rick Chow.
Hey, don't even sweat.
Oh man, it's Cyrus. Okay, so another case with a brother named Cyrus Belton. He was a 14-year-old boy who was shot and killed by Rick Chow, a Chinese store owner. He was shot in the back after the store owner thought that he had stolen a water bottle. And the Rick Chow, the person that shot him, was found not guilty.
That was New York.
Yep. And so pretty much a lot of people are saying that he wasn't guilty because Cyrus Belton had a gun on him, but he didn't point the gun at him. He was running away. He was shot in the back. But people are saying that it was wrong for the jury and the judge to say Rick Chow was innocent of murder, even though he ran a 14-year-old down and shot him in the back. Like, what do you think about these cases that one side of America says it's wrong and the other side says it's right?
I say it's wrong. 100%. He was running away, man.
Okay. I got a couple more questions, right? These ones are going to be a lot harder to answer, okay?
All right.
First one, I'm going to be straight up.
All right.
Do you trust white people?
No.
No? Okay. That's a rare answer. Most people say, yeah, they love white people. Why don't you trust white people?
I don't trust the fuck out of
Okay, right.
It's not a slave, but beyond that, man, no. I don't.
Right, okay. That's a wise thing to do. I mean, every time we deal with them, every time we trust them.
I'm 69 years old. I'm old.
Okay, you already know. I know, right? And what do you think about the younger generation trusting white people more than what would be a wise thing to do?
They gotta find their way just like me.
Right.
They gotta learn and go through what me and you went through.
Right.
To find our way in life. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. You're saying they gotta experience it to learn. Okay. Yeah. All right, Roy. Hey, I appreciate you, brother.
All right, man.
I appreciate you.
I think that integration helps the black community as far as our businesses and our families, or do you think it hurt us?
It doesn't help us. That's 100%. It doesn't hurt us unless we allow it to, if that makes any sense. I feel like personally, especially with everything that's going on right now, we're going through a whole new trend of America. America has put us through a lot of stuff. I'm not gonna curse, a lot of stuff. And
Speak freely if you want.
now it's a lot of shit. America put us through a lot of shit. And they expect us to sit down and take this shit. Carmelo was, 17 when this happened. He was defending himself. It was evident in the video. They didn't even give good evidence in court. They showed a grainy video in court of what really happened. They cut the audio on the video that they showed in court. Let's get this right too. But there is actually a clear-cut video because the original, sorry, I'm going on and on. But the original jury, which was not all white, saw the video. And so it was very apparent that he was protecting himself. And here's the thing, I even said on my Instagram account that black people in America cannot defend themselves, cannot protect themselves. It's a shame. It's like they just want us to lay down and take what we're given to. So, sorry.
I saw a couple people say that they don't think it's about race. Or did you hear the father come out and call him a watermelon felon?
Yeah. That pissed me off.
You think that, to me, that proves that he was racist before this. That makes a little bit more clear of the energy that he probably came at that brother with. Like, you beneath me, I'm pumped up with Donald Trump in my mind. You gotta get out of my tent, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
And that's another thing. Bringing him up, I'm not gonna say our our president. He's not my president. But what he's presented to be acceptable in this country has reflected on all of the citizens. So people feel comfortable doing that kind of stuff. And that's the hard part about it. It's like, we can't make it if we want to right now. He's making everything legal. Lynching black people is legal right now. Lynching black people is legal. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say, what do you think is next? Because oftentimes we may feel hopeless in these times of things like this, but it's always a reminder, okay, that we are never gonna be treated the same by this country. It wasn't founded for us, you know what I mean? And it's still proving the same thing. So what do you think?
I would say more so, sorry, I'm thinking on this question. This is a good question. Next is more so the people who are influential in this world. And some of them are. I'm not, like Cardi B has come out and said she wants to get Carmelo a better attorney. That's awesome, right? They shoot a music video. He was on the other side of the table, now he's on the other side of the table. So he said that he's going to grant him $75,000, you know what I'm saying, towards a new attorney. But I think that's what has to happen. It's more so the people who are worldly known and seen need to step up. It's time. It's time to step up for your people. And it's happening slowly, maybe not fast enough for all of us, but it's happening for some people. Some people who are quote unquote woke or just care about everything. So yeah.
So I guess the last thing I'll say on this, everything you said was heavy, absolute right. I'll just give you an insight in our program. We're Hebrew Israelites, part of a group called Isupk. We started out in Harlem in the 60s, right? We're still here. We've been able to survive through all of the different, traps that the government may have done to stop black men from coming together and doing an effective change for our community. And we followed a program of a black Jesus that they don't really show. Jesus was a revolutionary. They didn't kill him because he came to bring everybody together. They killed him because he tried to put his people as number one. And so that's what we're here to show our people, that if the court system can't give us justice, if the judge can't give us justice, the police can't give us justice, then we're going to be a righteous people and watch God give us justice. You understand? We're going to see that the storms can give us justice, the fire, earthquakes, diseases, all these things that's coming to plague this country. And the Bible says, come out of her, my people. So we separate ourselves spiritually and mentally and do our own thing and have love for each other. We're going to watch the Lord come in and destroy all of the enemies of us and raise us up. We're not talking about no kingdom of heaven when we die. It's right here on earth. And you're going to see us rise up.
Shalom.
Oh, so you know.